You were not born to live a small life. You were not placed on this earth just to pay the bills, scroll your phone, and wait for the weekend. There's a fire inside you, a force that has been there since the day you took your first breath. And yet so many of us go through life with that fire buried under layers of fear, doubt, and excuses. We hold back. We play small. We trade the life we are capable of for the life that feels safe. And here's the truth. Safety is an illusion. Comfort is a slow death. Every single moment you choose to hold back, you are betraying the part of you that knows you are meant for more. The question is, how long are you willing to keep living beneath your potential? How many more days will you tolerate feeling like there's more inside you, but you're too afraid to let it out? How many opportunities will you let pass because you tell yourself you're not ready, you're not good enough, or the timing isn't right? I want you to hear me now. The time is never going to feel perfect. The stars are never going to magically align. You will never wake up one day and suddenly feel fearless. If you're waiting for permission, for approval, for someone to show up and tell you it's time, you're going to be waiting for the rest of your life. You already have the permission you need. You already have the power. The only thing missing is your decision to use it. Life will test you. It will push you. It will throw problems, pain, and obstacles your way, not to punish you, but to prepare you. You see, most people think life is happening to them, but life is happening for you. Every setback, every failure, every moment where you felt like you couldn't keep going, it was shaping you. It was building muscle in your spirit. But what's the point of that strength if you never step up and use it? What's the point of surviving the storms if you keep living like you're still in the middle of one? At some point, you have to decide that the pain of holding back is worse than the fear of stepping forward. At some point, you have to stop being a prisoner of your past and start being the architect of your future. And let's be honest, you already know this. There's a voice inside you that's been whispering, maybe even screaming for years. You're meant for more. But here's the problem. That voice gets drowned out. It gets drowned out by the noise of the world, by the people around you who tell you to be realistic, by the weight of your own self-doubt. And so you shrink. You start telling yourself stories like, it's not the right time, or I don't have what it takes, or I'll start when I feel ready. But let me give you a truth that will set you free. You will never feel ready. Readiness is a myth. Confidence doesn't come before action. It comes from action. If you want to unleash the best within you, you've got to stop waiting to feel ready and start acting even when you're terrified. Because courage isn't the absence of fear, it's moving forward in spite of it. Think about it. How many of the greatest breakthroughs in your life came at a moment when you were fully prepared? Almost none. You learned the most and became the strongest version of yourself in moments when you were uncomfortable, uncertain, and maybe even afraid. Comfort doesn't create growth, pressure does. And here's what's crazy. We avoid pressure, we avoid discomfort because it feels hard. But that's the very thing that's going to set us free. Yeah, you're sitting on untapped strength, untapped creativity, untapped courage, simply because you've been avoiding the very situations that would bring them out. If you truly want to unleash the best within you, you've got to make a decision right now. Yes, now, not tomorrow, not next week, to stop holding back. You have to decide that the version of you that has been playing small is dead, that you're done pretending you don't know what you want, that you're done lying to yourself about why you can't have it, that you're done putting off the life you were born to live, and you have to replace that with a new identity, a version of you that takes massive action, a version of you that stops overthinking and starts doing, a version of you that chooses courage over comfort every single time. Some of you might be thinking, but Tony, I've tried before and I failed. Good. Failure means you were in the game. Failure means you cared enough to try. The only people who never fail are the people who never do anything. But here's what you need to know. Failure is not the opposite of success. It's part of success. It's the tuition you pay for growth. Every failure is feedback. Every mistake is a lesson. And every time you get back up after being knocked down, you are proving to yourself that you are stronger than you think. The problem isn't that you failed. It's that you started treating failure like a reason to stop instead of a reason to keep going. You have to shift your relationship with fear, with discomfort, with uncertainty. You have to train yourself to see them not as threats, but as invitations. Invitations to grow, to discover, to expand. And here's what will blow your mind. When you step into those moments of fear and uncertainty, you start to realize that you are capable of far more than you've been giving yourself credit for. You start to see that most of the limits you've been living with are self-imposed. They're walls you built in your own mind. And the moment you decide to tear them down, you begin to see that there was never anything holding you back except you. Now, I want to be clear. This isn't about pretending life is easy. It's not. Life is hard. It's unfair. It will test you in ways you can't imagine. But that's not a reason to give up. It's the reason to rise up. If life was easy, you wouldn't grow. If everything was handed to you, you wouldn't develop the strength to handle it. You need the resistance. Just like your muscles need weight to grow, your spirit needs challenges to become unbreakable. The truth is, you already have everything you need to unleash the best within you. You have the dreams, you have the desire, you have the fire. What you're missing is the decision to stop holding back. And that decision can happen in a moment. In one moment, you can decide that enough is enough. In one moment, you can decide to stop letting fear run your life. In one moment, you can decide to become the person you were born to be. But here's the catch. You can't just decide once. You have to decide every single day. You have to wake up and choose courage. Wake up and choose action. Wake up and choose to lean into the things that scare you instead of running from them. Because it's in those moments when your back is against the wall, when you don't know if you can do it, but you step forward anyway, that the best within you comes alive. Oh, you are stronger than your excuses. You are bigger than your fears. You are more powerful than your doubts. But none of that matters if you don't act. Knowledge without action is useless. Potential without execution is wasted. Your life will not change because you learn more. It will change because you do more. You don't need more information. You don't need another podcast, another book, another motivational speech. You need to take what you already know and live it. You need to start showing up as the version of you that doesn't wait, doesn't hold back, doesn't need someone else's approval to move forward. You need to start showing up as the version of you that is relentless in the pursuit of your vision. And here's the truth. When you stop holding back, you're not just changing your own life. You're changing the lives of the people around you. You're setting an example. You're showing your kids, your friends, your coworkers what's possible when you live with courage. You're giving others permission to do the same because your courage will inspire theirs. Your action will spark their action. And that's how we change the world. Not by waiting for someone else to do it, but by becoming the example ourselves. So I'm going to ask you right now, what is one thing you've been holding back on? One dream you've been shelving? One action you've been avoiding because it scares you? I want you to make the decision to do it today. Not tomorrow, not next week, today. Make the call, start the project, sign up, speak up, do the thing that you know you've been putting off. Because the truth is, your life can change in a moment, but only if you step into it. Only if you stop waiting for the perfect time and realize the perfect time is now. You've been given this one life, one shot, one chance to see what you're capable of. Don't waste it. Don't spend another year wondering what could have been if you had just been brave enough to try. Decide now, act now, live now, live now. Unleash the best within you and stop holding back because the world is waiting for the version of you that is fully alive, fully engaged, and fully committed to living without limits.